guys, Mr. Dirt, another edition of Homestead to Homeschool. I'm here with Trish, and I'm going to actually just turn the entire time over to her right now because of the surgery and everything that has gone by. Everybody go check out her channel, Just So Trish. It's just SEW Trish. Wonderful wealth of knowledge on everything homeschooling. Next week we should probably be back to normal and everything will run awesome. And thanks guys for watching.
Hey you guys, I just wanted to give a quick I am so thankful to be part of the Homestead to the Homeschool with Mr. Dirt at Dirtpatcheaven channel. And this week we're going to do a recap of what we've covered so far in the series while John is resting from getting his back done and his vertebrae fused. And so while he's resting, I just figured I would come in and do a recap. And then next week we will catch over and do how to begin finding the free homeschool resources. Also on my channel, Just So Trish, I do a lot of curriculum review. I actually have a vlog series going on right now that is the 36 weeks of this homeschool year. So every year I kind of do a recap of what's going on, what's changing, some of the milestones that's happening. I cover a lot of topics that go into just the ins and outs of homeschooling and things we get stuck in and things that we don't. So one of the big things is the first 4 steps we've covered in homeschooling is actually one, make sure you know your laws. And this is a big one going on right now. I was just watching another YouTube channel that also homeschools, and they're looking around Cincinnati for homes. And I just got off the phone with a friend of mine today who's in Cincinnati, who's fixing to take on the district because there's so many school districts in there. And she said the big word in Cincinnati, Ohio, we're talking about Ohio, is that it's interpretation. It's how the district interprets. And she said what might be fine in this district is completely not okay in another district. And there's so much interpretation there that it can be a lot of problems. And so number one, make sure you know your state's homeschool laws and what is your requirements for your state and what you need to do. And that might also getting in contact with HSLDA and finding out, and being members with them. We are seeing a huge benefit in being members with them. I do have a virtual group that's through Facebook that I can give you a discount code. So if you email me, justsotrish@gmail.com, I can send you that and put you in connection with that. But make sure you know your laws. So the whole video we did about knowing your state laws is right here. So John's putting that up there. And then the other part next is figuring out where your child ranks. I hate to call it standardized testing because it does really have such a bad rap, but there's a lot of ways that you can figure out where your child places and what they need. And so you can do that through a standardized test. You can, I tend to use the CAT 1970 test. That's just the basics, no science, no history, just, where does my child rank in reading, writing, and arithmetic. You can also use curriculums that you're interested in using and look for their placement test to figure out what level you need. And above all else, if you are unsure, always contact the the publication company, the company that puts out that curriculum, and talk to them on the phone. They're going to help you make the best decision. And so that whole conversation on placing and ranking your child, here's the card for that video that we spoke about. And then we got into the whole discussion of how to find curriculum, like where to even begin to figure out where curriculum is to find it. And that becomes a big one because a lot of times, like when I first started out, I was a little bit confused on, I only had heard about this one curriculum, and that's what I thought the only option was. And there's so many options out there. So we did a whole video right here on just everything. Not really everything, but a great place to where to find your curriculum and how to do your research in order to understand what it is that you're looking at and what is good about it and what works about it and why it might be a fit for you or why it might not be a fit. And then the last one we talked about on video 4 was just how to, where to find places to buy your curriculum is a big one. It's just a couple of different websites we talked about and just some of the stuff going on with HSLDA. So I really hope, and I'm really excited, and I'm just so thankful to be doing these videos with Mr. Dirt and with Julie. And Julie and I are such good friends, and just enjoying this ability to share this information and just come together to bring it to you. I just really hope that this series is helping you. It is just filling you with the information you need to be empowered and have the knowledge you need for homeschooling and to help. And maybe you're not in a place to homeschool, but you can be an encouragement to somebody else who is homeschooling or considering homeschooling. So thank you so much. Don't forget to share these videos and come check me out on my page. Again, you can find me at Just So Trish, and hopefully next week we will be off and running and Mr. Dirt will be back to normal, or better, hopefully better. So prayers to them.
Thanks, Trish. I really appreciate that. Guys, go ahead and go check out her channel, just SEW Trish. I really appreciate you guys and everything that you do. Appreciate your comments. And actually, speaking of comments, go ahead, if you guys have a question for homeschooling related, most likely I haven't even thought of that question, and so I will be coming upon it anyway. So if you want to shortcut me, go ahead and put the question out there and I will bring it before Trish and we can get it answered here on air. So thanks again for watching, and